Hello, welcome to League Hero Season 4 Intermediate, Pepega Parrots versus MI6. This is a post-match recording, as the game could not be streamed live. I am Ghost, being joined today by Hex.
Hi everyone. Obviously I'm a newcaster. I am from England, of course, and I'm quite excited today. I've never casted a League Zero match before. I have casted previously for a couple of the leagues, but this is of course my kind of debut, I guess, for League Zero. So I'm quite excited to get into it.
Yep, as you can see, we will be starting out on Busan and Hex. Do you have the map loaded up ready?
Yeah, I do.
Perfect. Oh, alright, just give me 1 second to sort this out. Right. Okay. Is it at the start?
Yeah, I'm at 0 seconds.
Yep. 3, 2, 1.
Okay, right, we're ready now. So I'm of course not really acquainted with any of the players' names, so I might just be referring to them as Pepega Parrots, Tracer, or
Yes.
so on and so forth. So yeah, just for to let you know.
It appears that Pepega Parrots will be running with a Tracer Reaper, almost like the meta we had last season. Obviously, you're the colour caster, so what are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously both teams are running the Korean Rush, which is seen a lot in Overwatch League. But obviously, the Wizards are already engaging. They started fighting here.
Yep. Just a brief engage in the room. It's a quick kill from Fiki onto Andre Woe. I also apologise if any names have been mispronounced, and that will result in a very quick fight win for Pepega Parrots.
Yeah, I mean, once your main tank goes down, as it did for MI6 there, you're not really going to want to engage any further in that. You're either going to want to really commit or back up, and Pepega Parrots did. MI6 did want to back up there, and they are going to engage quickly yet again. But Andrew Wolf is getting quite low there, but is getting healed up by the tank. So
The
pulse
pulse
got
bomb
from both teams.
nearly lands, and calls from both Monarch and Afterhype. Both very talented flex support players. Monarch, if I remember correctly, also was on the Flux Cup winning Quokka Queens roster. Roy with a quick double kill, and Andre will with a Primal Rage, and then Faith with a final kill onto the Lucio will end the fight.
Yeah, that was some nice kills from MI6. Coming back really
Oh,
strongly
this is brutal.
after that first
This is brutal. Unnecessary.
Really staggered out there. That's not great. They're Pepega Pirates. They're gonna have to get
Central almost got caught out as well. That would have been extremely unfortunate.
Yeah, but just a bit of a regroup for both teams now. And if we look at the ult percentages of both teams, it was quite even so far. Both teams do have quite similar ult charges for all of their heroes right now. With just a bit of a difference between Roy and
another whiff pulse bomb. A beat from one team, a beat from the other, and both Death Blossoms result in Fiki's fall, Pepega Parrots going down. A bomb from Aurora clears off the field, but during the remake animation, Faith does eliminate the Diva. Juice going extremely low, and is finished off by Swifter. Central eliminating Roy, but it is too late as Pepega Parrots continue to be getting cleaned up by MI6.
Yeah, and MI6 now are already on like 70% nearly, and that's going to be detrimental to Pepega Pirates now, because it's really difficult to recap point once your other team is on 70%. And they're only on 40%. I mean, at least they do have some percentage, but it's really not much. But I mean, they did also use pretty much all of their ultimates in that fight. Afterhype does have a coda still, but a lot of ults going up already.
Oh my! That is a triple kill noon from Roy, and Fifi does pick up Central with the pulse, not with the pulse bomb, with the self-destruct. That is a huge kill coming out from the MI6 off tank.
And that was a massive pioneer as well from Roy, really not allowing Pepega Pirates to do anything, but there is going to be a
Oh, Poofa isn't able to
not.
touch! That's extremely unfortunate.
The hitbox at this point is really scuffed here. Happened to me many times on far, just not being able to touch close enough, just hanging in the air just above the point and you're just not able to touch, and that's quite frustrating.
Don't remind me. Don't remind me of that.
Yeah.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, so frustrating when that happens, and that could be quite effective towards the Pepega Pirate's mental, because of course Pifta might be thinking that she is slightly responsible for that maybe, but of course it is not anyone's fault there. They was just not able to stall, considering how close that was really to Pifta being able to stall there.
Yeah, Poofa was on content credence last season, and she unfortunately did not make it past. I think they came 7th last season, but Pepega Parrots, a new start in the same division. This will hopefully be her redemption season.
Yeah, and you know, she's not playing too badly so far, and neither is either team, but obviously MI6 just slightly dominating her.
Yep, Fifi's the Reaper for Pepega Parrots does go low, but is healed. This is a very long fight, and Fifi... Oh, Roy goes down to half health and gets healed up. This could be a battle of who gets the coalescence first, and it looks like it's going to be after hype for Pepega Parrots. It's immediately popped. Fifi gets demeched. And quickly eliminated.
This is probably going to be a bit of a longer fight here, with a long brawl going on.
Oh, Central and Fifi both getting picked onto Roy and Andre Woe. Faith does pick up the kill onto Poofa, but it won't be enough to win the fight for MI6.
As I said, that was going to be a long brawl. The fight did immediately end, so there's a bit of a caster curse there. To be honest, I'm not gonna lie to you.
I mean, is it a caster curse if it happens, if it's after the game's already happened?
Yeah, I mean, I think that still counts. You know, I mean, jinxes are a thing. They do exist.
Yeah, clearly.
I changed my mind here.
I mean, I cast a curse the England victory in the Euros. Oh, a huge death blossom from Fifi's kills 4 of MI6. Quick.
Yeah, and that's a massive ultimate there. From MI6, from Fifi's. That's absolutely huge, and just being able to get into the right position to be able to do that as a Reaper is really quite impressive, and it's really easy, especially in this kind of rank, to get CC'd by a Kree, or maybe a Diva or Winston even double really easily, but being able to get in the right position and getting the right predictions and tracking their ults and abilities.
Oh, that's a huge matrix from Aurora, who does manage to cancel Roy's ult with the matrix, but Roy and Swift, they pick up the Winston and McCree of Pepega Parrots respectively. Fifi does take back the kill on the Swifty, and the Poofa investigates the beat, but it only hits the Moira, and the Winston uses his primal. Aurora goes low. Will they be demeched? Yes, they will. After hype goes down, and Roy and Andre Woe are down for MI6. This fight could still go either way. It's a demech kill! It's a remech kill even. That is unfortunate for Poofa, who was never once Ajaxed. It's clean up now, but is that an overinvestment from MI6?
Yeah, I mean that repro at the end of the fight, I'm not sure if that was entirely necessary. Obviously it did get kind of the last cleanup pick, but considering that
what a
MI6 have only just got the point, I'm not really sure if that was the right thing, but of course another stagger onto the Diva does come through.
I mean,
for MI6 there.
Yeah. I mean, Faith does hold that beat, and Monarch will get that coalescence up quickly, but it's a question of if they will have the time to get and use those ults before Pepega Parrots just clean up the fight.
Yeah, and Feces also does have that Blossom, but this could be massive.
It's an early engagement beat. It's a very early engagement beat, and the Blossom use, it picks up Faith. Aurora picks up Swift as well after hype gets Roy. Monarch low in the backline of MI6 is being dove by the tank line, but he's able to fade away. Fifi gets demeched. And Andre Woe and Poof and Monarch are taken down by Central and Poofa, and then Central gets the cleanup kill onto Fifi.
Yeah, Pepega Parrots just about taking that fight there. it's been quite close so far, and Pepega Parrots still have quite a big ultimate bank here.
Yeah.
On the other hand,
that
MI6 really don't have very much.
Huge.
Yeah.
This is down to the DPS to touch, and Swift and Roy are both able to touch. This is just staggering onto the point now for MI6. Fifi throws in the ball. Is it huge? It is huge. It picks up Poofa, who was really close to getting a beat. The pulse bomb hits no one, and Roy goes low. Roy gets taken up by the flashbang of Central. After hype, he's low and gets taken up by Fifi. The Lucio, Winston, Moira, and D.Va are still alive for MI6. As I say that, the D.Va goes down, and Andre will pick up the McCree, and once again, there is a remech kill onto the Lucio. Another beat, a beat from Poofa. This fight is long and full of staggers. This could legitimately go either way. Monarch goes down though. That could be the change in tempo, in the momentum of the fight that Pepega Parrots need. But Andre will use their ult to stay alive. No, please don't C9. No. Okay, they're not C9ing. Oh, and it's supposed to be from Aurora. Swift gets Vicky in. As Vicky uses the ult, and Andre will get after hype. But is it too late in the fight? Aurora goes out of mech. This could be all MI6 need. Monarch, the last one alive. And no, this is going to a round 3.
Yeah, that was a really quite a long brawl at the end of that fight. Cause, a lot of damage coming in from both sides, and obviously Pepega Parrots just about got that at the end there to get it to 100%. I mean, they were on around like 80% before they did actually cap the point at the last time, but that was a really long overtime there, and a really long brawl as well from both teams, and well played to Pepega Parrots coming back from that first loss in round 1, and it's not easy to come back from losses like that when you do get like quite diffed quite hard as they did in the first round, but obviously not letting that loss affect their mental really, and playing well. Feast is also getting some massive ults there.
Yeah,
playing quite well in the Reaper. That massive 4K.
My only question here is why run the Reaper over the Mei?
Well, I mean, neither teams are running a Mei, and I think this is actually a complete brawl from both, so a complete mirror there from both teams, and I'm already going up there. I'm not really sure why that was necessary.
Pepega Parrots immediately dropping to the low ground as the fight starts and they lose their lamp. Both Baptiste appear to be equal in ult, but the slightly higher damage coming into Pepega Parrots puts after hype is slightly ahead of Monarch. And MI6 had the first cap thanks to a huge stun by Roy. Swiftly picks up Central, and then Roy picks up after hype. Just taking the support of MI6 low, but is unable to finish them off due to the lamp. Gets Monarch in return, but it's too late as the fight is already lost, and only the baby D.Va is left. This is going to be another large stagger unless Aurora. They do not stagger Aurora as they were about to jump off the map.
Yeah, and that's been like almost 3 staggers coming into Aurora, but although that's not going to be a huge stagger, they are going to have to wait around 10 seconds before they can re-engage, because they are ready now to re-engage into the fight, and after hype not really having as much ult percentage on the map as Monarch does, and that's quite a difference considering that of course Pepega Parrots are winning. But I mean, they have almost charged up that window here, so this
both teams have a window, and it's an early window from Monarch, and Roy gets another multi-kill with the high noon. Who is what is MI6 feeding Roy?
Yeah, I mean, Roy is playing really well at the moment. Yeah, of course, just having to reset just at the end of that fight, and this is already 50% to MI6, so yeah, this isn't as quite close as it was in the last couple of rounds, as in the last few rounds it has been.
Oh, counter pin! I missed the counter pin for a brief second, and Swift gets stunned out of the ult. That could be exchange, but Fifi takes down Central after Hype's lamp gets used. Oh, not me being a Pepega. The bomb from Fifi gets no one, but it does zone Pepega Parrots away from the fight. It's a huge fat shatter, or as we call them in Europe, fatty shatties. And it's another brutal stagger onto Aurora. This is just going to be the map. Can anyone touch? This round has
been massive. This round has been really massive for MI6 so far.
Central getting delayed. They can't touch the point. Poofa does manage to make it last second and lands the beat without getting ajaxed. He'll on a shift. Swifty. But Roy gets the 4K high noon. MI6, what have you fed this player? Roy! Insane, and it's just cleanup duty now for MI6, as MI6 will be taking map 1 of this series.
Roy played really, really well in those last couple of rounds, getting massive high noons there. You don't really tend to see those kind of things from a McCree. I mean, normally high noon is more tended to be used as like more zoning and things like that, but being able to use it in such a massive fashion, like Roy was there, getting 2, 3, 4K high noons pretty much every round, is absolutely incredible.
Yep, well, I'm just double checking the next map we've got. It will be King's Row. If we just update that and then look over at the map pool, MI6 with a huge victory on map 1.
Yeah, and that was really deserved from MI6. That last one was a massive roll without Pepega Parrots being able to get any percentage onto that point, and really well played from MI6 there, just showing a bit of a difference in maybe mechanical skill, because I think the team synergy seems to be quite well compared, quite similar team synergies there. Good coordination from both teams, but MI6 just taking that on, maybe mechanical skill, or maybe just a bit more game sense there, but well played from
very well played from both. Right, we are just getting the second map imported now.
Alright, awesome. I should be ready any second now onto King's Row. So
yeah,
it's definitely going to be a more brawly map here. You can probably go with the Diva Sigma in this meta at the moment. I mean, Zarya is viable, but it's not the best decision maybe, because it takes more coordination to get bubble timings right and things like that. So I think we'll probably tend to be seeing the Diva more, depending on what your off tank is more comfortable on as well, because that is also quite important.
Yeah, I mean, this is legitimately one of those games that could go either way, just from the first glance, and it clearly could have gone either way. That map had things in that first round gone ever so slightly differently for Pepega Parrots.
Yeah, and completely, and that second round was well played from Pepega Parrots.
Before we start this map, I do need to swap them, because they do change sides.
Oh yeah, I see that, yeah.
Yes. Right. I'm going to move over to the in-game screen now. And we can start in 3, 2, 1. Now,
Awesome, I'm ready for this. I think this is going to be quite a close map, because we saw a lot of skill from both teams in that previous map, sorry. But obviously MI6 did just about get the win, and it was well played. A lot of Zagger's coming onto Aurora there, and that's not great if you're a Diva player, because you really do want to be able to regroup with your team as fast as possible.
Yeah.
If you do die, you don't even want to get demeched really, and if you do have to get demeched, you want to be able to jump off the map as soon as you can. And Aurora obviously wasn't dying in the right positions. If that really makes
absolutely.
sense.
And for anyone who doesn't know, Juice is one of the longest serving veterans of League Zero, playing for Z9, the runners-up in Season 0.
Well, that is quite impressive, and you are going to be a really good veteran.
Juice is going to get walled off! The ramp does not manage to save them because of the Maywall, a very well placed Maywall from Swifters will quickly win the fight, and the Fifi gets the spam kill onto Afterhype and the D-Mech onto Aurora. They should not be killing Aurora here. They should just let them live. That could be a mistake from MI6 here.
Yeah, but a slight stagger did come through there, and that's not what you want, because you are going to have to wait for that div to come in to engage, because you do not want to be engaging with 5 people, especially in brawl compositions like this. And there's also a similar lineup for most heroes except the tank line, and I assume that is because Fifi or Sci-Fi, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, is more comfortable on Sig, but already 2 wars going out from both teams.
Well, I've played with Fifi, and she is a very good diva player, and Swift and the Gravitic Flux, it might not get any kills in the feed, but it got value by forcing Pepega Parrots to reposition.
Yeah, that is also a massive drain on the time bank here, because for Pepega Parrots.
Oh, that wall almost got juice out as well.
Yeah, that is really quite close. But obviously, it's going to be a quicker respawn for the attackers.
A very well
So-
baited out wall. And both walls are gone now.
I assume that's a misclick there, because I'm really not sure.
I'm gonna call it what I think, what every caster calls it, a zoning blizzard.
Yeah, that was a quote-unquote zoner, yeah.
Roy gets boosted up and picks up after hype! What? Roy is insane with these moves all game. And the shatter does manage to hit Poofa, and I think it also hit the Diva, and that leads to the Diva getting demeched and Juice and Poofa going down. And now they stagger onto Aurora. This is another brutal stagger. Pepega Parrots, they're not able to get any progress on point A.
Yeah, that's going to be around a 5-second stagger onto Aurora, but that's not going to be a massive difference, considering they still do have a minute 30 on the time bank, which is around like 1.5 fights. So I'm not going to worry too much if I were them, if I were in the place of...
The show is on to Fifi. Is it able to get value? Not really, because it is a huge ramp followed by a huge speed, but Central and Afterhype get 3 between them.
Yeah, Central really did pop off at the high noon there, and that's the kind of things that we've been seeing from Roy all game, and being able to turn that around, getting a 2k high noon, with a window assisted of course, but still a 2k either way. And let's take a quick look at the old banks of both teams, because Poofa does have that beat, and Faith has just used that beat in their last fight. It did of course end in a loss for that last fight for Faith, and that's not going to be too great using ultimates in a fight. But Swifters and Roy both have their Blizzard and high noon, and Roy's been getting massive high noons all game, and we're going to be hoping to see some big things as well. The next high noon coming up, and Swifters of course maybe seeing a bit of a zone with that Blizzard, but it could be used really well.
We might be getting to see this shining. It's another big noon from Roy picking up Fifi and immediately falling into the kill onto Afterhype. And now Central got caught in the corridor with the Sigma. That is not where you want to be as a McCree, in a corridor with the tank.
Yeah, that was nicely played from Pepega Parrots. Sorry, I mean from MI6.
Yeah.
This hook just kind of confused me a bit here.
Yes.
Never mind. And that was a nice high noon from Roy. Maybe not as big as we have seen previously in this game. Sorry, but
this is huge.
It was a nice one. Makes it and a worth.
Another zoning blizzard coming out from Swifters. Except this time it was probably actually to zone. An engagement, and Fifi does manage to get the ult off, and Juicy gets frozen. Oh, and the double fire strike from Andre Wall, but Juicy's able to get 2 back, and then land the shatter. Juicy single-handedly turned this fight from a loss to a win for Pepega Parrots.
Yeah, that kind of game sense with these kind of shatters. He's also, of course, dealt with. I mean, like, his part of the reason they have such a qualified game sense is because they're such a veteran, of course, both in this league, and I assume as a player as well, considering they have been playing in the league since late
2018, early 19, I think it was, and getting all the way to the final as well. That's impressive.
Yeah, it really is.
Both teams get walled off. Oh, Poofa gets taken out to the Roy. If we get opinions in player of the match voting, I know who I'm giving my player of the match to. Hint: it starts with R and ends with Oi.
Yeah, and Roy really did pop off there. Of course, getting that kill onto Poofa was really massive. Once your main support has gone down, there's not really much you can do, because you lose the speed to get out and you lose the heal, which covers pretty much the whole team. So it's not going to be too great. And if you want,
it's a large flux, but they are saved by the wall. Faith is caught out of position, but they do break through it, and Fifi's now just able to spam into a small room, a Sigma, and that's huge. And just gets taken out by Swifties. With the Sigma, MI6 can play this watch well, but Swiftfish goes down and Andre Wool is walled off with a huge grasp coming out from Fifi, able to protect her main tank. Central goes low, and does manage to get out of the way, and Afterhype goes down to the shatter, but can anyone make it to the point? I do not think. Poofa does just edge her way onto the point. And Roy able to zone everyone off apart from Aurora, who will be eliminated.
Yeah, that was nicely played from MI6. Not really allowing Pepega Pirates to do much. Of course, Pepega Pirates did get it quite far. They got it 101 meters off of the point, so at least that's not like a full hold or anything. So they are going to have a chance to be able to full hold this, but it's definitely leaning towards the side of MI6. And so in the first round, of course, they played really well and held the point, being able to win that first map, and now they didn't even allow a full cap there. So this has been nicely played from MI6 and quite dominating from them as well.
Yeah, I'm actually wondering, could we see a repeat of what the UK did to the USA in 2018 with a mediocre push on their attack but then a full hold? That would be interesting.
I mean, I was actually thinking the same thing, because it is definitely possible. I actually was not watching Overwatch League or the Overwatch World Cup in 2018 but
you missed out.
I don't understand what you're talking about. Yeah, I assume I did miss out. I mean, I wasn't really involved really in Overwatch. I had an Xbox back then, so yeah, sad times.
Yeah.
But now we are going to move on to this.
The good old days of Goat. I mean, Roy's probably only going on the Widow for an initial pick here.
Yeah, and I mean, normally it does happen where you take the Widow and they say that they're going to change up the Widow after they take one shot, but then they just stay in it all game and
I am definitely guilty of that.
Yeah, I assume that's not what Roy's going to be doing, considering this.
Oh, Roy has the Overwatch esports spray. Clearly an experienced player. Maybe it's a game plan by MI6. I mean, they are running out on double sniper. Maybe they were expecting the double sniper and the double shield, the more brawly double shield in return.
Yeah, I mean, going with the Sigma Riot isn't the worst idea. I mean, they did go with the first round as well, and Aurora also taking the Sigma here. Quite interesting.
Oh, I call out! Wait, was that a boop from Faith to get Aurora on the low ground? It's not like a mice, because Pepega Parrots just clean up.
Yeah, and although this is kind of a more mirrored composition from both teams, I'm not really sure if Aurora should be playing the Sig necessarily here, since they've been playing quite well in Diva, but you know, we're gonna find out how they are gonna play later.
It could always be to avoid getting staggered. We know how badly that's been impacting Pepega Parrots in this game so far.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that is probably one concern for Pepega Pirates here, but Fifi could be diffing them on the Sig, because Fifi has been popping off really on the Sigma as well, getting really big fluxes.
Oh, that's a large dynamite from Central. And the shatter gets blocked by the May Ice block. That is unfortunate, but it doesn't matter, as Pepega Pirates will clean up the fight. So, what happened there?
Yeah, and Pepega Pirates are holding really well here. Not really allowing.
Are you saying Pepega Pirates? Are you saying Pepega Pirates?
No, wait. Have I been saying Pepega Pirates?
I don't know. It's.
I don't know. Interesting pronunciation coming from me here.
Yeah.
But window doesn't really go up for Pepega Pirates.
It does force MI6 to take a less used rotation, but it's one that we've seen before in multiple other competitions, such as the Overwatch League. And this is the merry-go-round because it makes me laugh, it makes me happy, and Fishy gets the pick on Roy. This is a reverse of the norm here, and our expectations are being subverted as a huge flux comes out from Aurora, and Central's bomb picks up Fifi, and then the Dynamite picks up Faith. Just picks up two with in Swiftfish and Andre Wool, and Central gets the final kill onto Monarch.
Yeah, and that was a really perfectly placed bomb from Central there, just not really allowing any leeway for MI6, and being able to stick the bobster onto the wall and pumping damage straight into the backline of MI6, and of course they are going to be regrouping here. Monarch is on the Moira, and I'm not sure if I love that pick. I mean, we don't really tend to see that in this kind of gameplay and this kind of rank, but
I mean,
I don't mind it. I mean,
it's a large shatter, and FaZe isn't able to get the beat off in time, but FaZe picks off after hype. Poofa uses the beat in return. Poofa gets killed from the boop by FaZe, and FaZe takes out Roy. And Juicebox, FaZe? Not Juicebox, Juice. Juicebox plays for Rio. What am I talking about? There's too many juices in this league, and too many of them have been on
G9 now from MI6.
Yeah. Oh, they're investing. Fiki sends the dragon in from spawn, and Juicy's coming back from spawn as well. Andre Roy picks up Poofa, and Roy gets central. Fifi in the fray of things. She gets shattered, and FaZe picks up Juicy. FaZe being a carry when MI6 needs them the most.
Okay, so we were talking earlier about how Roy was taking on the Widow, and I did make that joke about how people normally just stay on the Widow for the whole game, and it's looked like that's what Roy has been doing. I mean, it's not really a threat; it's still getting some value, but
I like this.
Still on the Widow, and I'm not really sure if I like that.
I wouldn't be too sure about that. I think you might be a little bit behind.
They have just changed.
This is a comp we like to see in League Zero, and in other draft leagues such as Flux Cup. The good old Shadow Dive, which is more of Brawl. We saw Dallas Fuel pop off with this, and now we are seeing MI6 do the same. But Fiki and Juice do get the DPS duo of MI6, but is it enough? Juice gets caught out and booped into the team by Fifi, but nothing comes out of. And Monarch and Andre will both press Qs, and it's approaching the end of the offense round for MI6, and Fizzy gets 2, including a headshot onto a Moira. That's a difficult headshot to land. Roy needs to be playing this safe, because it's one misplay and they will be executed. Andre will get taken up by Central. This could be the change in momentum that Pepega Parrots need, and Fizzy picks up Swift with the Storm Arrows.
This change of comp for MI6 has been quite interesting, because changing them to the Korean rush, which we do see a lot, and we did see from both teams in the last couple of rounds in the last map as a whole. Really, I've liked it because I mean Roy is just sitting in the back line and waiting to get out.
He goes down, but it's a huge bomb to get. FaZe gets Aurora and the Lamp, and Central gets Andre Rowe. There's a massive brawl going on in the middle, and the Shadow picks up gets both support. Swifters gets Streak in return. Swifters and Roy, the DPS duo of MI6, able to carry this map through into being finished. What a play!
Yeah, we talked about the kind of full hold that could have been coming through.
It almost happened.
Parrots, but, I mean, it did almost happen. It was really close, and it was just a C9 from Pepega Parrots there at the end, and just at the end of the first point, and that was really detrimental to the game, of course, because MI6 did end up winning that, and I mean, it was well played from MI6, really well played from them, and changing onto that Korean rush at the end was the perfect move and the perfect change of comp to really change the pace of the game, and allow them to push forward really hard and get their time bank filled at the end, and yeah, played really well by them.
Yeah, it's map 3, and I believe we're going on to Route 66.
This is probably going to be more dive here. Maybe Korean rush scene as well, because you know, again, this is a good map for Winston, good map for Double Bubble, and good map for Diva as well. So definitely some Korean rush, I reckon, is going to be played here. This is also just based off the comps that I have seen from them in this current game. But I mean, to be honest, it's quite reliable considering that MI6 has gone with that Korean rush for a few games running, and there is a lot of names for that comp. I've heard Neo Goats, I've heard Korean rush, of course, I've heard like Hyper Rush, Hyper Rush Brawl. Like there are many different names. And,
if we're talking about the one with Sombra Reaper, the original name for that was Shadow Dive.
Shadow Dive, really? I mean, I don't understand that, considering I mean it's pretty much dive, but I think that is a bit more of a rush comp, and
yeah, it is.
I mean, it's a good comp in general.
Yeah, we saw a lot of teams play that and variations of it all throughout last season, even into the playoffs when we shifted to the ball Sigma stuff that I think originated in European contenders.
Yeah, I believe that did originate in European contenders, but we are seeing the Korean Rush, and I'm not really sure what this variation of the comp would be called.
Going in,
it is with an echo and a honk.
Have you already pressed play?
No.
Okay, press play in 3, 2, 1.
Okay. And from wait, so has there? No, there's not been another team switch.
No, there has not.
To make sure I don't get names confused yet again.
We might see swap onto a Reaper from Feces here. I would not be shocked. I'm just going to double check I have been saying that right because I will.
Yeah, no,
I will not hear the end of it.
Yeah, no, I did check earlier and it is the right pronunciation, I believe.
That is unfortunate naming.
Yeah, I mean, I assume that is a choice, unless it's like a bot account or something like that. But I assume that is a choice to name themselves Feces, and it is an interesting choice of name. But I mean, they can do whatever they want. And I do not believe they are going to be switching to the Reaper. They might just go with the Hanzo for one or two picks and then change.
Quite possibly.
So that could be an interesting thing to check.
They've just swapped straight onto the Reaper. This is more the Dallas Fuel Rush comp that we love to see in Overwatch League and is extremely exciting to watch. Very fast paced, and we're seeing more of a fusion of rushdown and spam from MI6 that has worked in the past. Swifter gets an early pick on a Feces. That might be the... And Roy gets after hype. Roy, what a mad lad.
Yeah, and MI6 really didn't allow Pepega Parrots to do anything there. I mean, they immediately got totally shut down, and luckily Aurora not getting staggered out again.
Central does trade out for Swifters though. That might be important going into this next fight.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. And After Hype has got around 40% to their colo already. I mean, that's not too much of a charge there. Considering Monarch is on 60% to their window, and that could be a similar rock charge there. But a lot of damage being pumped in from Feces there on the Reaper.
The DPS of Pepega Parrots are on top of the team, and Roy, once again, he's able to just get free reign. And Swifters gets another headshot. Swifters gets 2. Roy gets a 3rd. Andre Will gets the 4th. This is... Andre Will gets another pick. And it's just Aurora on the Diva left for Pepega Parrots. And yes, they are getting out.
Yeah, and Aurora does seem to be like the last to die in pretty much every fight. And I'm not sure if that's just down to good positioning from them or just being a diva and having a lot of health or matrix or something like that. But they are being staggered out a lot. And,
I mean, if you look at it a different way, it could be bad positioning, meaning they're separated from the team. Swifter gets after hype though. That is huge considering after hype was using the coalescence. Just does get the slam kill onto Roy, and Aurora gets the booster kill onto Monarch, and Central picks off Swifters. This should be the end of this should be Pepega Parrots just being able to cap in the point here.
Looks like Faith is just about going to get out of there without dying, coming on around half HP. So that's not going to be too scary for them. But a lot of ultimates are going to be coming up and going to be able to be used in the next few fights. For MI6 and Pepega Parrots only really have that copy from Central. So
I mean, let's be honest. Let's be honest. They've got the copy and the coalescence.
Yeah, and I mean, maybe, and they have got the bomb as well here.
And the beat. Pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, okay. So I have been reading these old charges slightly
Oh, Puva goes low though. Puva, if they're able to, Puva goes down before she's able to use the beat. That is huge, and Aurora uses the bomb. Oh, he gets 2 with the moon again. What is Roy? Sorry, this Roy person. They are good, yes, but not normally this good. Someone needs just to insert copy pasta.
Has Roy maybe turned on aimbot here because they are really popping off at the moment, and I mean I haven't really seen much of League Zero previously, but as you said, maybe they are normally not the most maybe pop off.
Oh no, they definitely are. I was making a joke about a copy pasta from our Owl chat. An early dragon gets Poofa again before she's able to use the beat. This Fifi just drops on, and he's stunned out of it by the McCree, and then he's picked up by Monarch, but Central gets Roy and just gets the lamp, and it's a full-on assault coming in from Pepega Parrots, and it does not go well as the big German man with the hammer swings that large hammer and turns into a Nordic blonde man with a hammer.
Yeah, that was incredible. From Underworth, Underwo.
Andre Wu.
And Andre Wo. I'm not really sure. I will check after the next fight just to make sure I'm pronouncing that correctly. But in English it's coming through.
Andreo, I've just checked. I have just checked. It's Andrew O or Andreo. I couldn't quite tell because I was checking very quickly.
Andrew.
Roy gets 2 once again. Roy is just able to click heads constantly. What Pepega Parrots have failed to do is shut down the space that Roy occupies, and have just let Andrew O take push them out of their positioning. It feels like something's going wrong everywhere for Pepega Parrots. So maybe they're just what's the word? I've forgotten the word. Boom.
Well, never mind, but Aurora did kind of get staggered out a little bit there. They are going to have to, Pig Parrots are going to have to wait a little bit.
Let's be honest.
For the next re-engage.
When is Aurora not being staggered?
Yeah.
Oh, Phoenix gets taken out by Central and it's beat by Poofa. And Central duplicates the Rhine and goes charging in. Will they be able to get this? I really hope they get this shot because duplicated Rhines are so fun to watch. Aurora does get Roy though. They do get the shadow and it's huge. It takes out both supports and the Reinhardt of MI6. Some incredible play by Central towards the end of their duplicate.
Yeah, that was nicely played from Pepega Parrots. Like just being able to cut point here, or nearly cut point actually.
Oh no.
It is going to be contested.
Oh no. It's a beat from Faith to try and re-engage onto the point, and it might be able to work. Central goes very low. Roy gets Central, and Monarch being able to spam and healing from the high ground. Roy's half, and he's being dove by the Diva, but D-Max the Diva! Roy! More importantly on the point though, if Monarch's not able to heal Fifi, this could be the end of the fight. Roy, Monarch and Swifters are all alive in there, and just as many are there for Pepega Parrots, and it appears Pepega Parrots are on the brink of winning it. Lamp from Monarch does save Roy there. And Swifty, and Roy picks up Central. This is insanity. Aurora gets 3! And just gets a 4th. And a remake kill from Aurora onto Roy. What is it with the remake kills? That's what, the 3rd or 4th one we've seen this series.
Yeah, it's been quite a lot of remake kills from Aurora mainly this series, and it's been well played from that. I mean, they are getting staggered out slightly. That could be down to maybe bad positioning from them, or I'm not really sure what is going with those staggers and how they are getting singled out. Really, a lot of fights at the end of the fight, mostly, but they're not playing too badly. Considering they did get a 4K there, and Poofa is going to have their beat, so this could be used maybe to use against Shatter.
It's a big shadow block by Juice, and it's a beat by Poofa to engage. And Kyoto just got out of position, but does use Wraith Form to get out. But Roy's able to just spam through it and gets Juice. Oh, Roy! Someone needs to give Roy a paycheck in Overwatch League because they are coming for Pine. And he's able to get the cleanups.
That was nice play by MI6. They are kind of dominating here. I mean, although Pepega Parrots have got it quite far, I mean, they're around maybe 3/4 of the way there, but MI6 is really playing well here and holding well. Once they do get the defense on the point, they're playing well.
He gets Roy early. Oh. And Swifters and Andrew W and Andrew O are just able to get pickoffs though with the Death Blossom and Fire Strike. Swifters gets the Juice and Central's trapped too far away from the fight to do anything. His Faith is just... What was that? That fight started off so well for Pepega Parrots, and then it just wasn't.
Yeah, I mean, and considering how well MI6 and how dominating they have been for this whole series, really, I do think that they are going to be able to get it the whole way, and I assume that we are playing first to 3 here. So
Yes,
if
it
they
is
do get it the
first
whole
to
way,
3.
yeah. So if they get it the whole way, they're going to be winning the series, and that's going to be a win for them, straight in the bag, and that's nice for them. And that is down to just a lot of synergy from the team, and Aurora is getting staggered out quite a lot, so this could be a bit of an off-tanker diff as well. I'm considering maybe bad positioning, or I mean, I've been saying the whole round. I'm really unsure why they are getting staggered out so bad. I think that could just be down to MI6 playing well and being able to single out the diva, and just being able to get them alone. And we're going to be seeing a double shield coming from Pepega Parrots here, and it's not going to be good for them because, of course, yet again, we are seeing the Korean rush being played by yet another round, and you're not going to be good for Pepega Parrots, as I have said, because when you come in with this Korean rush, it's so fast paced, and when you're playing double shield, you have such a lack of mobility. You don't have a Lucio, you don't have any speed, and you don't have a Diva or Ryan.
If they were running Mebi's Torb, Maze, their DPS, then it might work because that's very difficult to dive. But Hanzo Ash, that might turn out very unfortunate.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be a really dominating round from the composition wise. From MI6, and they've been playing really well as a whole, so I don't really see them losing this right now.
Yeah, it's not even that Pepega Parrots have been playing badly, it's just that MI6 have been firing on all cylinders today. Well, on Saturday.
Yeah, and the engage is already starting, but Pepega Parrots really backing up quite a lot now, and I'm almost coming back to this one, but Swift is already being taken out by Feces there, quite well. And just a bit of a regroup coming through from MI6 there, considering they did get one taken out, and they're gonna have to wait for
they've
to get back.
swapped
They're gonna keep him Tracer now.
They've swapped to more of a dive comp here. Like we saw this a little bit in the melee where it was Sombra Tracer ran, mostly by Dallas because it's Dallas, and it got a lot of value, and it appears to be getting value here. Is the tank line of MI6, sorry, just take out Afterhype and Central, and Roy takes out Juice, and then Feces goes down to Fifi, and that was very clean.
Yeah, and we can see now why Rush is dominating so much against this double shield, because once you are kind of split and once you are alone as a team, it's really difficult to be able to get out. I'm running the Brig instead of Lucio as Pufa. I mean, the decision to run the Brig is of course like going with the composition as well. But I'm not really sure if I like it against this comp.
Lucio wouldn't even be I mean, against this comp, it's like it's neutral. Like you use Lucio to disengage, but you could use the Brig to stun the Tracer or the Sombra when they do attempt to either hack or get a one clip. And it's a large MP from Roy, gets the support and the tank swiftly. Fifi and Monarch are able to clean up the DPS and Afterhype. The Bob is hacked up too, that is rather unfortunate. That is a pulse bomb from Swifters, but pulse bomb is a low value ultimate. I wouldn't say that's worth much, but the Primal Rage as well from Andrew O.
Andrew O, yeah. And they're so dominating from MI6 right now. I don't think they've lost one fight since the first fight, which they did just about lose, because I don't know if they were really expecting the double shield or something like that. But
Fifi can just throw their bomb into this small corridor, and it can just force them to go one of two directions, and it can just be a fight ender. And it's not quite what I was expecting, but it does get Juice thanks to an amazing boot from Faith, and Pufa re-engaging with the rally. Faith uses beat and the window is used, but it's not enough. Swiftface and Monarch just able to get the pick-offs. Aurora takes a hack, and it's a bomb, pulse bomb. It does demech Aurora, or at least do most of the damage, and Pufa goes down, and Afterhype too, and Aurora going down finally to Fifi. It's the lone Winston And Central,
Yeah, and, this is such an interesting change in competition.
Central almost getting caught out by Fifi there.
Yeah, and this is an interesting change in competition for Pepega Parrots because they have changed to a massive counter comp to what MI6 are playing right now. They've gone with the Reaper.
I mean,
they've gone with the Creed.
It might be too late though, because one EMP will just win this map. Not only this map, but the entire match for MI6. And it lands on the important target of the Baptiste and the Diva. Monarch does go down, but it won't be enough. Central's Noon does get Faith. Somehow, even against an EMP, the Pepega Parrots have won this fight.
Yeah, and that is the second fight I won for Pepega Parrots here in this map currently.
Well, on this round.
Yeah, sorry, in this round, I mean, because they were playing really well in the first round, winning quite a lot of fights, pushing the payload quite far. Of course, as we can see now, it's in the last point, but there are going to be a few ults coming in from both teams.
This could be a very well played bomb. It does not get any kills, but Forky's juked all the way back. Central does pick up Roy in return, but there's no lamp left, and Central goes down. Fifi, if there's a attempt for a window 5 strike, then Fifi's just going to eat it, and Juice charging on a point to make sure that MI6 on cap, but they... Oh, Pufa almost getting Ajax there, but he's just able to land the beat. This fight is... Oh, Central picks up Swift Ice. It only gets down one though, and Faith immediately uses beat in return. Fifi goes extremely low, but I mean, the death blossom works.
That was a nice blossom from Feces. We saw a massive blossom from them earlier on in the game, and I mean that was in the first map, I believe, and obviously they weren't able to win that map. But you know, a pretty decent blossom coming in here, and
yeah,
ult charge wise, there are going to be pretty much 3 ults coming in for MI6 for the next fight, and 3 ults as well.
Best ult in the game as well for MI6. It gets the support. That is huge. Means there is no lamp available. After Hype goes down, Juice goes down because of the decrease in healing due to the EMP. Pufa gets hacked again. This is just going to be game set match. MI6 are going to be able to roll it in as soon as Aurora gets knocked off of point. Juice somehow is able to get back with a fantastic charge. He's able to knock 2 down, but he's eliminated before they can get any value, and Pufa and Central, the last 2 alive for Pepega Parrots, the last chance, the last shot, and it is not enough.
Yeah, and MI6 just about win that last map to win the entire series. That was well played from MI6, and yeah, as you said earlier on, it's not that Pepega Parrots are really playing badly. I mean, they're not playing incredibly. They're not like another class really, but they're not playing badly whatsoever. And I think the reason they really lost was down to bad positioning, maybe from Aurora getting staggered out a lot of the time as Baby Diva, and a miscomposition, because they really should have changed off of that double shield a lot earlier, and the fact they stayed in it for like 2 points is probably the reason that they lost the last map, and it was just a bit of more of a maybe a 5-head move from MI6 to go that rush comp.
Yeah, a phenomenal series though.
Yeah, completely. Really well played from both teams, and quite a fun series to cast as well, especially as my debut. That was definitely a really great series.
I've never casted in League Hero either.
Oh, so it's your debut as well, I guess.
I a caster.
Oh, okay. So I'm not really sure if we're gonna be going. Are we going into like an after show segment really? Or are we gonna be finishing?
No, this is unfortunately where we do have to end off this recording for the match. What do you say at the end of a VOD if you're putting it straight on YouTube? I don't know, but remember to
that
follow.
That was really well played from Roy, by the way. I just want to
absolutely
give that credit, because Roy really popped off and kind of carried MI6.
I'm going to ask Zachary about this after this, but if we're allowed to put it in an MVP vote, I know who I'm giving mine to.
Completely same here. Definitely Roy. Roy's really played incredibly well.
Yeah, as a whole, MI6 popped off. They had insane amounts of team synergy. I should not be surprised though. as a team, this team's history, I believe, goes back to Flux Cup Season 1. And apparently they did well. Can't remember exactly though. I would have to check that. But a very experienced staff behind them. I'm not surprised that they have immediately built an insane amount of synergy.
Yeah, I'm definitely. And thanks everyone for watching.
Yep.
Obviously this is a pre-recorded cast.
Well, post-recorded.
So yeah, pre-recorded to when they're gonna post it.
Yeah.
So go follow the Twitch, I guess.
Yep. Remember to follow the League Hero League Hero OW on Twitch. I think it's also League Hero OW on Twitter. Subscribe to the League Hero Overwatch YouTube channel, and follow your casters of today's game on Twitter. What is your Twitter?
My Twitter. My Twitter is hex____.
And mine is ghostow_. Thank you all for joining us for today's for today's match. Well, Saturday's match, and we might see you later in the season with some more games.
Alright, awesome. See you next time.
See you next time.